In a quiet green meadow beside a small old house, there lived an ant named Ari. Ari was the tiniest ant in her entire colony. So tiny that when the wind blew, she felt like a flying leaf. So tiny that other ants sometimes didn't even notice when she spoke. But Ari had something special. She had a thinking head. Not just a little thinking head, a big, busy, clever thinking head. While the bigger ants carried heavier food, Ari watched carefully. While others marched forward without question, Ari wondered. And today, her thinking would save everyone. One bright morning, the ants were busy working. Some were carrying sweet crumbs. Some were cleaning tunnels. Some were teaching baby ants how to march in lines. Ari was sitting near a pebble, arranging tiny seeds by size. Small goes here, medium here, big goes here, she whispered. Suddenly, boom! The ground shook. Boom! Again. Earthquake? One ant cried. No, another shouted. It's a monster! Before anyone could ask what monster, a giant shadow came over the colony. Thud! A massive shoe landed right next to the anthill. It was bigger than a mountain, darker than a storm cloud, smelly like old socks and dirt. All the ants froze. Then, crunch! The shoe moved closer. Run! Yelled the strongest ant. The ants ran in every direction. Some dropped food, some cried, some baby ants tripped and fell. Ari helped one little ant up. Follow me, Ari said. But the shoe didn't stop. It lifted high, then came down again. Thud, right beside the tunnel entrance. If it moved one more time, their home would be crushed. The guards, attack it! A big ant screamed. Dozens of ants ran toward the giant shoe, biting and pushing. But the shoe didn't care. It didn't even feel them. To the shoe, they were nothing but tiny dust. Ari watched carefully. And that's when she noticed something strange. The shoe wasn't moving by itself. Something huge was inside it. Something soft and pink. A foot. Wait, Ari said. Don't bite the shoe. We need to stop the foot. But no one heard her. They were too busy panicking. Ari ran to the smartest ant in the colony. Miss Leaf, she called. The shoe is being controlled by a giant foot. We have to make the foot move away. Miss Leaf blinked. The foot? Yes, Ari said. If we annoy the foot, it will leave the shoe, and the shoe will leave us. Miss Leaf clapped her tiny legs. That might work. Miss Leaf spread the word. Soon, a group of ants gathered around Ari. What's the plan, tiny one? They asked. Ari took a deep breath. Ants, a giant foot doesn't fear bites, but it does fear tickles. The ants looked confused. Tickles? One asked. Yes, Ari smiled. We're going into the shoe. The ants crawled inside the shoe, through tiny holes. It was dark, hot, and smelled like sweaty feet. Ugh! One ant groaned. A giant pink foot lay asleep inside. The toes were huge. One wiggle of that foot could squash the entire colony. Ari whispered, Team 1, go to the toes. Team 2, climb the heel. Team 3, the arch. The ants scattered, and then it began. The ants tickled the foot. They danced on it, scratched it, wiggled their tiny legs. At first, nothing. Then, the foot twitched. Then shook. Then, eek! A giant voice screamed. The foot jerked. The shoe flew into the air and landed far away. The human stomped around wildly, trying to shake off the tickles. Then, the foot slipped out of the shoe. The shoe lay still on the grass. The human walked away barefoot. The ants watched from a distance. No shoe, no shaking, no danger. They had won. The colony burst into cheering. Ari did it! She saved us! She's the bravest ant ever! Ari blushed. I didn't fight the hardest. I just thought differently. The queen ant stepped forward. Ari, she said, today you taught us something important. What's that? Ari asked. The queen smiled. Brains can be stronger than muscles. That night, the ants held a feast. Sweet crumbs, juicy fruit bits, tiny honey drops. They danced and sang, and Ari sat beside the queen. From today on, the queen said, you are Ari the Wise. Ari smiled. She wasn't the biggest. She wasn't the strongest, but she had saved everyone. Not with power, with thought.